This is the Boston Celtics newsfeed for Wednesday, October 30th, 2019. Reporting from Boston, Massachusetts, I am Mike Walsh for Enes Media, the leading online provider of audio-video content for the NBA's winningest franchise. If you were wondering, entering the season, where the Celtics stack up in the Eastern Conference, check back in with me around 11 o'clock tonight. Through 4 games, the Celtics will have played all of the other Eastern Conference semifinalists from last season, because after 3 days off, we finally got some basketball tonight at TD Garden. The Milwaukee Bucks come to town for a 7:30 p.m. tip that will air both nationally on ESPN and locally on NBC Sports Boston. The Bucks and Celtics both enter at 2-1, and reigning MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo is absolutely cooking. He's averaging 24.3 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 9 assists right now in the Bucks. They're fully healthy entering the Wednesday night tilt. The Celtics, meanwhile, are not so lucky. Boston will be without starting center Enes Kanter for the 3rd straight game. Kanter's left knee contusion is taking a bit longer than expected to heal up, as this will now be 8 full days since the season opener. According to the team's official Twitter feed, fellow big man Daniel Tice is questionable with a left ankle sprain. The good news is that Romeo Langford, who has been on the injury report pretty much since he arrived in Boston, does not appear on today's list and should be fully available for the Bucks game. Boston is a 2-point underdog with an over-under on the game listed at 223. If you want to put down some cabbage on tonight's game, you should check out betonline.ag. The NBA season getting underway, betonline.ag and Enes Media are going to give you an extra 50% added onto your sports betting bankroll when you go to betonline.ag. All you have to do there is use the promo code CLNS50. Best part is the bonus is going to be added onto your balance within seconds. Again, please support the Boston Celtics newsfeed by going to betonline.ag. Use the code CLNS50. Please see betonline.ag's general rules for additional terms and conditions. Our other story on the newsfeed today concerns Kyrie Irving, and it's just one that's not going to be going away anytime soon. Jackie McMullen published another deep dive, which involved Irving, and this time his new home with the Brooklyn Nets. On ESPN, McMullen details how Kyrie, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Jordan all wound up coming together to join the Nets this past summer. Dates all the way back to the 2016 Olympics in Rio. She also gets into how the Nets became these Nets with their front office and some unique philosophies and regimens. The question she raises, though, as someone who covered extensively Irving's issues here in Boston, is how Kyrie is handling and will handle the Nets and vice versa. According to her sources, there have already been 2 or 3 incidents that left players or staffers in Brooklyn feeling just a little bit uneasy, or quote-unquote scratching their heads. Irving apparently balked at some sort of biometric player performance tracking while the rest of the team did participate. There was also some photo shoot or something over in China where Irving refused to take off his hat. It's a bit of a weird section of the story, as things can be with Kyrie Irving. Nobody knows that more than you guys Celtics fans these days. Anyway, I do recommend checking out the story. It's called For the Culture, KD, Kyrie, and What Comes Next for the Nets. Of course, the Nets went on the defensive immediately today, dispelling or trying to dispel any of the rumors of a rift already emanating. Jordan claimed to ESPN's Malika Andrews that he hasn't seen anything negative, and if he had, he would have said something. Well, Spencer Dinwiddie, he alluded to the Rockets causing all the commotion while the teams were over in China. Meanwhile, the 2019-20 Celtics were organizing an off-day trip on Sunday to the movies where they saw the new Terminator film as a group, so it's looking like early on in this season it might be a more enjoyable one for Celtics Nation. Reminder, guys, the Celtics are hosting the Bucks tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and NBC Sports Boston. Keep it tuned to clnsmedia.com and the YouTube page, youtube.com/clnsmedia. We'll have complete pre- and post-game coverage from our team at TD Garden. Be sure to subscribe to the Boston Celtics newsfeed as well. Follow along on Twitter at CelticsCLNS. Until next time, for the CLNS Media Network, this has been Mike Walsh.